There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Clayton Kershaw gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you could throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
And now here is Ozzie Albies. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Atlanta, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here's the first pitch. And underway now from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty V. Hey, Dero, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, he's gone 3 for 8, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So 1 down, no one aboard, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch on its way. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-1. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Freddie Freeman stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Just underway here in Southern California. Fouled off. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Mike Soroka, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Now into the box, A.J. Pollock, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Throw on to first in time,
Batting
1 away.
second, the shortstop, Corey Seeger.
Digging in will be Corey Seeger. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your...
High and deep to right center. So they're going back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay throw, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Here now is Trey Turner having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
0-1 the count. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dodgers down in order. We are still scoreless. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And, guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
2-2 the count. And this one's off the fists as he fights this one off, but foul.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch on the way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Riley aboard here at first with nobody out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts. And he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. Not cheated there as he takes a big hack, and it's 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The relay, and he is in there.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
He threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 7 homers and 25 driven in. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. In is Jorge Soler. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, he's just 1 for 6. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that is going to be a base hit that chases home our first run as the Braves take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 1-1 home. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Bases are loaded here with 1 away. And Mike Soroka will bat next. From the stretch, squaring to bunt, but this is a foul ball. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Ozzie Albies will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Ready with the 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Atlanta leads it 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncie.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Soroka, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Here now is Will Smith. And it's fouled away. He's got the average at 285 here to start play. 17 home runs and 64 runs batted in. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
The next 0-2. One out, nobody on. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Justin Turner, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. The 0-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. To second for one. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Braves 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Ronald Acuna.
Center fielder, number 13. Ronald Acuna.
First pitch on the way. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And he fouls this one off.
Can we be honest here? That was a terrible pitch. That was right over the heart of the plate. 2 strikes on the guy. He is lucky he's getting this pitch back.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. Freeman will head to second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season. Standing in now, Austin Riley. Swing and a line drive. Pollock will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 20.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Marcelo Zuna as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Throw on to Muncie, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 2 and the Dodgers nothing. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So here is Steven Souza. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch on its way. Hey.
Nope, that's a ball.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
This is foul right side. Here's another 1-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth.
Next to hit is Clayton Kershaw. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Pitch on the way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're still down. It's 2-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
The catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. d'Arnaud, a 32-year-old veteran. He's a 9-year major league vet. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Jorge Soler comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Fouled away. The 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. Hard hit ball to second. Turner has it. One there. Throw to Muncie to finish the double play. That retires the side. Braves go down without a whimper here, but they're on top 2-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, A.J. Pollock. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
A.J. Pollock.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Acuna giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Next at the plate will be Corey Seeger. And recall he doubled his first time through, but was thrown out trying to stretch that into a triple.
Yeah, and he certainly got the wheels trying to stretch a double into a triple. But it's sort of a killer to the club when you can't leg it out.
First pitch on its way.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
One and one.
Play ball 1.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Strike 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
0-2 in the dirt. Listen, this team's a very free-swinging team, so he's just going to go ahead and try to keep bouncing. If they're going to swing at him, he's going to keep throwing him.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now another 1-2. Ground ball left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting by your 3-hole guy right there. First 2 guys, not so much. Now they bring up the monster in a 4-hole with 2 outs. They have a chance to make a nice inning out of this.
Muncie.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncie. In there, now the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. We'll come right back with more from Dodger Stadium in just a moment. Into the box, Mike Soroka. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Betts coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Albies with a 1-1 count now. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Up high, 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
He's now out there. To this point, he's out of these hitters.
Acuna digs in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. To first. Right to him. Muncie will win the race to first easily, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Next up is Max Muncie. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Max Muncie.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. So bases are empty with one out now. And that brings up Will Smith. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Bases are empty, one man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 0-2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Bases empty, 2 away, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. First delivery to him. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable.
We'll have to press pause as that's strike 3 to retire the side. Dodgers down in order. They trail things here 2-0. So now to the plate, Freddie Freeman. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And he's safe.
Once he had to take that extra step, he probably could have put it in his back pocket right there. That was going to be a really tough out at first base. That's the kind of play that only the best of the best at that position pull off.
At the plate, Austin Riley. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, to second for one. Over to Muncie, and they double him up. So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch coming. Here it is. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And it's fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Muncie, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. Braves go down quietly, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
He's just ringing up strikeouts
Now
left and right. But what's
fielder.
really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
At the plate now, Steven Souza. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts
pitcher,
on
number
6
22.
pitches? He isn't messing
Right
around. And these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Gavin Lux will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
A.J. Pollock stands in as he looks at a called strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. One and 1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Dodgers leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Joe Kelly will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year. Now to bat, Travis d'Arnaud. He was hunched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Here's the first pitch. Comes set with the 0-1. There's the knuckle curve laid off. 1-1. Kelly, a 6'1" right-hander. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Bat explodes as this is popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Striding in is Jorge Soler. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, appeal to first, and the umpire Jerry Hillsdale says he went around for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Soler leads off first with 1 away. And he struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Mike Soroka. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. A dive, but it's off his glove. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants a pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Right side, but it's well fouled.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Turner fields it cleanly, and the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. The Braves on top, 2-0. Now it'll be Corey Seeger.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Corey Seeger.
First pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left. Ozuna will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. 1 gone now in the LA 7th, and into bat is Trey Turner. Here's the first pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And he falls behind 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
To the plate now, Max Muncie. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Check swing that time. They'll appeal down to third, and Mike Fillmore isn't buying it. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Albies brings it in, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 8th inning coming up. Braves lead this one 2-0. Mitch White has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now at the plate here is Ronald Acuna. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Now here's the pitch. As he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
The 2-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Swing and a little tapper. The payoff pitch one more time. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. From the belt, the pitch.
1-0.
Acuna on at first, nobody out. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. To second for 1. Back to first, and Freeman's gone as well. It's a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Stepping in now, Austin Riley. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Braves go down without a whimper here. They're up 2-0.
Leading up for the contest, the catcher, Will.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding his zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Next to stand in is Justin Turner. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The windup and the 0-1. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Digging in next, Mookie Betts, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Scott Alexander will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Cody Bellinger is into the ballgame as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And now in the box, Marcell Ozuna. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Love at first listen, love at first sight. West Coast precision for the listeners delight. Take you on a cruise, you're a millionaire. But it's lonely at the top, cause the best don't stop. Produce a record after record.
He's set, and the pitch.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Now the 2-0 home.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Here it is, the 3-0.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And the count will be full. 3-2 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, the catcher.
So now here is Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First offering. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off for ball 1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Hit on the ground to third. And there's out number 2. So next to hit is Jorge Soler. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Now the 2-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. From the stretch. And a ball 1-0. Now a ground ball to Seeger at short. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Braves held off the scoreboard here in the 9th. Last chance coming up for the guys in blue. They trail 2-0.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the center fielder, Steven Souza Jr.
Richard Rodriguez comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Now the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Wow, what a powerful performance. 8 shutout innings in line for the win.
So here's Cody Bellinger. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 6 home runs and 25 driven in. Now the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. 1 out, nobody on. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out. Next up for Los Angeles, A.J. Pollock. In his career against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch of the AB on its way. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. 2-0 now.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
The 2-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Another one sent foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
A 2-0 finish today. Atlanta win for a 108th time, most in the division. Mike Soroka wins his 19th decision of the season.